Oh yeah, we back. Big salute to you, Duro Recio. Pole position again. That's right, man. And of course, welcome to another episode of Bandog Talk with the Dog God, man. Brought to you by Formula One Canines. That's me, man. The mastermind of the best frames, brains, and motors on high performance working dogs, man. That's my specialty. That's my expertise. That's right. Like I said, big salute to you, Duravicio. You know what I mean? Appreciate your consistency, my brother. You know, I said, I know you in the classroom learning. That's how we do it too, man. We stay in the classroom so we can apply, man. What's good with you, T? Welcome, man. Welcome, my brother. Oh man, you might be able to hear that little bit barking in the background, man. And I had to move some dogs around. Hold on, real quick. Let me look outside real quick. Okay. Yeah, I had to move some dogs around today. Um, had to do a kennel expansion. So pretty much we have, let's see, basically four, no, five by tens. We got to still complete. And then we done, man. My whole kennel build out is complete. So, man, I tell you, man, I always tell y'all about that work and more work three times, man, and how it never stops, man. It really doesn't stop. But I'm glad we're almost done with it. And like I said, shout out to my pops too, man. He came down, grumpy old man, but he came out and helped me out. So I'm very grateful for his help. But moving all the puppies and playing musical dogs, moving them around and shit like that, getting everybody situated, man. So it's been a long week and super long day today. But almost there. We almost to the finish line. No, nothing crazy happened this week with the dogs. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Nothing crazy happened this week. But the pack experiment is over now. I have the ones that I know that can be together. I can put dogs in twos. That's the max that, three is the max, but two, it always ends up working out to the max for me is two dogs to a pack, because if they fight, then, it's not two against one type shit, because always one getting jumped when it's a fight. So at least if they fight, they can fend for themselves. Whoever curve out, whoever get beat, it is what it is. They can figure it out. But it's not an unfair match when it's three on one. When I have three in a pack. So, but like I said, my pack experiment is over with these puppies. I already have the ones I got paired up already. I already got them in their order. And yeah, man, and like I said, I do the pack experiment, even though I'm dealing with these dogs with prey drive, you guys. I deal with that for my own peace of mind, to prevent yard accidents in the future. You see what I'm saying? To get my dogs accustomed to other dogs' energy, even though they have prey drive, understand how to control their prey drive when it comes to the family, right? So with that pack experiment, since they was born, and them understanding through discipline, if they fight and they don't reconcile, when they get older and a situation does occur, then when I come out there and I break it up because of the energy that I put down when they was little babies, I can come out there, do a lot less to break it up. Maybe I'll be able to just come out there with my presence and they break loose because they rather break up than get beat up, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? From me. So, that helps me out really, that pack experiment. If that's something that you guys aren't okay with or comfortable with, don't do it, because you're gonna have to break up fights and stuff like that. Um, but like I said, for me it works because it keeps my yard under a level of control where I can, I don't have nobody to help me break up multiple dogs fighting, two or more dogs fighting. I don't have nobody to come in, you know, and that's hard to do. Break up a fight when you only got one person there to break it up with two dogs, you know. But thanks to my experiments, you know, my trial and error with dogs, I've learned how to teach my puppies how I want them to conduct themselves, even though they might have funk on the yard, you know. And if I come around, they better break that shit up or it's going to be a problem. So shout out to the pack experiment, man. It was definitely been a tough one. I'll tell you that much. You know, told y'all about that. Lost a damn puppy. One of my pick bitches, man. You know what I mean? They killed her. Pack killed that bitch. Almost lost Red Tiger. You know what I mean? You know, that's one of my pride and joys with my boy Red Tiger Jr. You know, I've been waiting on him for a long time to bring him back, and the pack almost killed his ass. So luckily I was able to get him back. You know, shit, man. I mean, golly. So many damn stories with them damn puppies, you know. Like I was telling y'all before, man, shout out to my wife and antibiotics and staple guns. You know what I'm saying? Because golly, I can imagine how much I would have been paying if I didn't have my damn own kit available. You know what I mean? You know, if I was stitching dogs up, taking them to my vet because I don't have my staple gun and my antibiotics and all my shit to keep them clean and repair them, you know what I mean? I'll be shit. They probably call the peoples on me, man, thinking I'm over here really fighting these damn puppies. I'm like, nah, I just deal with real killers. You know, I put maximum prey drive, and then with my band dogs, I put maximum prey and man drive in my band dog. So, you know, that's another reason why I tell y'all I don't really do any type of like bite work, sleeve type, and I don't ever let my dogs bite me, even though I have all the equipment, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I got all the equipment for all that shitsin and all that sports shit. I got it all, but I ain't used it yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is. But you know, God is good, man. No issues today. OJ, man, what's good with your family? Yeah, welcome, brother. You know what I mean, we about to cook up tonight, man. We about to get in the lab and cook up. What'd you say, T? You said you have any mail on mail packs? Yeah, I do. I have my Formula One band dogs, two brothers. Okay, I like, and they're not going to be. They're going to be set. All my males I pretty much separate eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because it rarely works. You know, it works for a certain amount of time until there's something that they compete for, and then when that first real conflict happened, then it's like no reconciliation. It's like if they real fight, then they don't ever want, you know, they'll be cool for a little bit, but that tension will always be there, then they'll fight again. You know what I mean? So it's rare that my male packs last. I've had so my longest male pack is still today, is still connected. They still tight, and they're brothers, and that's Big Shug and Ox. They're brothers. Okay. But it's all personalities, is how, you know, they govern their politics. You know what I mean? Like like I said, I've learned to watch dogs' demeanors and their energies and dog politics. And with Big Shug, right? Big Shug is you know, he's got the rah-rah in him, but he's more laid back. And then Ox is got the rah-rah in him, but with no laid back energy either. He's just rah. You know, he's poised though. You know, he's not crazy. He's not an asshole like Shaka or AR-15. Talk about Ox. But as far as their politics, right? When Ox do some extra credit, because they'll be trying to hump each other to dominate, you know what I mean? But they understand the energy where it doesn't get to the point where they're like, "Well, motherfucker, you're doing too much." You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we about to scrap. You know what I mean? So they've had their politics ever since they was puppies, young puppies. And then right now they're what, 3 years old, and they still in the pack. You know what I mean? And they do have politics. Their politics, they understand each other. You know, because every now and then I see them scrapping, but it's never to the point of no return. And that's the thing that I've taught all my packs. Y'all, I understand y'all gonna fight. You know, I had little brothers, so you know, I mean, none of my little brothers was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one whooping ass because I'm the big brother. But for those of you who have siblings, right, that's around the same age, 2 years off, you know, from you, wherever 3 years off, you know, shoot, we get into it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do love my brother, right? You love your brother. So I'm not trying to kill him. You know, I mean, I might give him a Charlie horse, might give him a bruise or something like that, you know, but I ain't trying to kill him. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the energy that they have, Suge and Ox, and they're still in the pack today. Now, as far as the new packs, I have Red Tiger. He's going to be in a pack. I don't know how long it's going to last, but he's going to be in a pack with my boy Black Bear, which is one of my high performance bully puppies that I got. And they have good politics. Black Bear is chill. So is Red Tiger to a degree. However, Red Tiger done turn into a he's not a bully, but you know, he done turned into a little scrapper now. Because I had him in with another dog, one of my Formula One band dogs. He's smaller. He can't be in there with his bigger brothers because I got 2 Formula One band dogs. Those are my Mastiff type band dogs that I cooked up with Roman and Prima Donna. So I got 3 males I'm keeping. 2 big giraffes, they together, and then the smaller one, right? And I put that smaller one in with Red Tiger and Black Bear. Now that small boy, he got issues. He got not anger issues. He's not an angry dog, but he likes to scrap. So his energy is always, you know, instead of politicking and figuring it out, he want to scrap. But Red Tiger, Red Tiger Jr. and Black Bear, they're bigger than him as far as thicker. You know what I mean? He's taller, but they're thicker than him. So, you know, him and Red Tiger have been fighting for a while. But again, they understand the reconciliation because I don't play that shit. You see what I'm saying? But now it's getting to the point where, you know, Red Tiger in his size, you know, he body slamming that boy and just flinging him all over the place now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's pretty bad now. So the Formula One band dog, he can't be in that pack no more because his energy is just not good for that pack, you know. And then now Red Tiger, he ready for that energy. Anytime he see it, anytime he feel it, they fighting. Man, they getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The plus to that minus is I taught them how to reconcile. So after the damage, then they stop. You know what I'm saying? Is they don't go, ain't nobody trying to kill each other. So I'm grateful for that. But that Formula One band dog, he got to be by himself. So those will be by themselves. Okay, the Formula One band dogs, they'll be in their own, you know, individual kennel. They won't be in a pack. You know, they're a little bit different. That's what I've noticed about them dogs. The bigger ones, especially my boy, I got a boy named Spartan and a boy named Red Apache. Those are the 2 big giraffe ones, right? The 2 big ones. Okay, the boy Spartan, he mean. You know what I mean? Red Apache, you know what I mean? He's like even, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's like more like I'll go with the flow, but Spartan, he's mean. He's a mean ass dog. Probably he's not one of my first mean dogs. Cowboy is a mean dog too. So he's probably my second dog. That's just, you know, that is mean. Not mean to me. Okay. However, mean as far as their demeanor is very, you know, like non-tolerant. He doesn't tolerate too much stuff. And then when he when he feels a certain type of way, you know, he's fucking shit up. You know, like he's putting damage down. So they can't be in a pack. So to answer your question, T man, I have males in a pack. Okay. I'm experimenting with Red Tiger and Black Bear in a pack. So hopefully that will be all good. And then the rest of the excuse me, the rest of my males, they by themselves. You know what I mean? I don't really play with the male shit too much. You know what I mean? Females, yeah, males, I don't really, I don't do that because normally it'll be some issues happening. But anyway, man, welcome everybody. Go ahead and like I always tell y'all, get comfortable. Go ahead and get you a brewski if you want a brew. Go ahead and crack that thing open, man. You know what I mean? If you like the herbal sensation, man, go ahead and roll you up a stick. You know how the coach do it. I keep it simple, man. Kiss method over here, man. And I got the vodka lemonade. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my sip, but I want to cheers to you guys, man. We're gonna cook up tonight, man. But much love and respect to everybody. I gotta curb the edge, man. Coming in here dealing with them killers every damn day. Dealing with the damn dog politics. Definitely not easy, man. But at the same time, shit, I'm the dog guy, so I mean, what do I expect, right? I gotta control my creations. And definitely not easy, right? When they got free will, right? That's how the Most High deal with us, right? The Most High God deal with us, man. It's not easy dealing with mankind. He gave us free will. Same thing with the dog, man. The dog got a mind. He got free will. He can choose to listen to me, or she can choose to listen to me, or don't. I'm just grateful that my dogs, for the most part, they do respect my energy, and they do comply. And the yard, for the most part, is tame, man. Thank the Lord for that, man. But let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out. And then we're going to cook up tonight, man. We're going to get in the lab. Hopefully you guys enjoyed last week's lab when we broke down the AR-15 Bandog. I'm just letting you guys in to the thought process. You know what I mean? And then from the thought process to, cooking it up. And then from cooking it up to producing it. Then from producing it, watching it develop. And then taking notes as you're watching these, your productions develop. And hopefully, there's fewer things that we got to do for future breedings to make it better or correct something that went wrong. That's what we're hoping for through this particular process, man. But let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out, man, before we cook up tonight, man. But again, big salute to you, Duro Ricio, pole position, man. Man, I appreciate your support. Big T, man, salute to you, brother. Thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate your support as well, family. OJ, man, welcome, brother. You know what I mean? Appreciate your support too, brother. Double D, man, what's good with you, family? Welcome. All right, man, let's get to cooking. Let me put this thing in the ticker real quick, man. Let me go ahead and put it in a ticker. And we can get to cooking. There we go. There we go. All right, man. Let me take another sip, y'all. A lot of breeders or dogmen, they won't let you see their lab notes. A lot of these guys nowadays, they like to lie to kick it, which is, to each their own. Do you as a dog man? I don't care. I ain't in your lab. But when people trying to, create these pure breed type dogs, they got to make sure that the pedigree looks so good. They gotta, to get the edge, they gotta lie like they didn't add this and add that to get the edge. You see what I'm saying? It's big. It's big in the dog game. However, shout out to us doing performance dogs, especially if you're doing band dogs. We ain't got to lie about our genetics. If I want to cook up with a different dog, I can do it, and I'll tell you which one I use. You know what I mean? Without having to lie, and it can be in my pedigree, regardless of what it is. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I love about doing and creating band dogs is that whatever's in my recipe is in my recipe, and I can be proud of it. I ain't got a paper hang and lie to my consumers about what I used to make my dogs. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it all the way on the table, man. So, we definitely gonna keep it all the way on the table when it comes to breaking down this AK74 High Performance Bandog formula. And hopefully you guys can see the vision and then also, see the future as well. So again, cheers, man. We're about to cook. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I needed that. All right, so what's an AK74 Bandog? Some of you guys who follow me probably already know, but for those who do not know, I have a dog. You guys heard me talk about him. The one and only, one of a kind, freak of nature, double XL pit bull, AK-47 chopper, aka the bone crusher. Right? Got a lot of naysayers and spectators and all that shit out there that want to say that there's no such thing as this and there's no such thing as that, which of course to them there probably isn't, but to me there is, because I actually have one, right? And me having a double XL pit bull freaking nature phenotype, genotype, okay, of a standard game pit bull, right? But it's a 26-inch tall, 112 pounds lean. You know what I mean? Y'all see how I keep Chopper? I keep that boy conditioned. Okay. Lean, not heavy, but just the frame, right? That frame is 112 pounds. Okay. This boy right here that I have, okay, he the real deal. Now, I don't do any pit work. Okay. That's not why I bought him. I didn't buy him for that. I bought him for his phenotype, his size. That's why I bought that boy. Okay. So for me, I needed a dog like AK-47 chopper. Okay. I needed that. Now, me getting a dog like AK-47 chopper, okay, helped me go into the lab, in my lab, and cook up a bandog version of him. Okay. I just so happen to have a foundation bandog recipe, which we've already talked about, okay, with AR-15 and his sisters. Okay. That bandog foundation recipe, the 4 dogs that's in that recipe is the Neapolitan Mastiff, okay, a German boxer, not an American boxer, a German boxer, an American bulldog, and game pit bull. So those 4 dogs are already in my foundation bandog recipe. Then I have AK. Okay, the double XL pit bull freaking nature. I'm like, okay, well shit, let's make a bandog out of him. We're gonna call that the AK-74. All right. So it's still in the lab. I'm drawing it up. Okay. I have 3 females I can use. The first female I used was Silver Bullet. Okay. Now all 3 females are different from their phenotype to their genotype based off of, how they were bred, right? So of course they're going to look different, they're going to act different, all the above. So if either one of the females I take him to, I'm going to get a variant of AK-47, even though I take him to Littermate sisters, just based off of their phenotypes and genotypes. But the first one I decided to do to cook up this AK-74 High Performance Bandog was taking AK-47 to Silver Bullet. The reason why I chose Silver Bullet first, okay, is one, I had a lot of people at that time that were interested in black dogs. Now, y'all know, if y'all follow me, those who follow me, I know Doricio follows me. I don't care about color. I don't breed for color. I'm frames, brains, and motors. I can care less what the dog's color is. Okay. Whatever God blesses me with out the litter, I'll take it. But consumer-wise, because it's a business, I have a lot of people who ask for black AK-47 dogs. Okay. Now, I had a list of people at that time who were interested in the AK-74 High Performance Bandog project Okay. It still was drawn up in the lab. It was still on paper. It wasn't manifested yet, but I did bring it up to people. Okay. And they were highly anticipating that breeding. Okay. Now I should have took deposits, but it wouldn't have mattered either way because I didn't even have enough dogs, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I chose Silver Bullet first because I knew she would give me colors because she's blue. So I know there's the dilute gene in her, and there's blacks. There's reds. I know the colors. There's brindles. There's all kind of color rainbows in Silver Bullet. But the main thing that I saw that in the lab work, right, when I was drawing it up, I said, well, Silver Bullet, I like her muzzle. She's got like a semi bulldog face, not really, but a little bit. She don't have heavy jowls like the Mastiff that's in her. She don't have the smush nose like the Bulldog, American Bulldog that's in her. It's not as skinny as a boxer nose. It's a little bit wider in the base. But I love the shoulder spread. She got a nice shoulder spread. She's got thick ass neck. She's got the tuck, because I like my dogs with tuck. She's got a deep rib cage, thick muscular rears. Okay. But the motor on her, okay, ridiculous drive. So much drive that when I had her in her pack experiment with her sisters, right? And I told y'all about this on previous episodes. When I had the three sisters together, they was growing up together. Eventually, the two sisters, which was Nina and Prima Donna, they tried to kill Silver Bullet. They really tried to kill that bitch. And I got her out just in time. Because they were trying to shred her apart. And it was because of her energy, the drive in her. She wasn't compliant with the pack rules, the politics. I call it pack politics. She wasn't compliant with her energy, her drive. And so, remember I told you about packs. It's always, if you got 10 in a pack, it's 9 against 1. If you got 3 in a pack, it's 2 against 1. It's always that way. I don't know why it ends that way, but it always ends that way. You get, like I said, 5 to a pack and you got 4 on 1. Like, what the fuck? Why y'all all beating up one dog? That's how it is. So that's how it was with Silver Bullet. Now, I didn't understand the politics. I didn't understand why they were doing her like that. I just would be out there and it would get set off. And then at that time, it got set off so bad that, man, they messed her up really badly. So I had to put her by herself. But then that didn't do anything but make that girl even more of a nuisance. So even when she was in her own, her roommates on her opposite side of her, one was Holy Spirit, which was her mother. Her mother couldn't stand her. Her mother trying to get her through the fence. Holy Spirit couldn't stand that bitch. Couldn't stand that bitch. Okay. And then I don't know who I had next to her, but none of the dogs liked her energy. It's just she was just too cocky, too rambunctious. But she knew not to mess with Holy Spirit. She knew not to mess with the other dogs. She was at least smart enough to understand that these dogs are older than me, and Holy Spirit is, she on a whole nother level. See what I'm saying? And that's her mother. So you kind of see where she get it from, but she understood not to mess with them through them kennel bars. She knew that, but she was always turning up. That ass whooping that she took, it didn't break her. She just was who she was regardless. Okay. So I'm like, okay, damn, I love the phenotype of this bitch. I'm going to get the colors and I'm going to get the drive. AK is chill. AK is a chill dog. His motivation is biting shit. His drive is not like Silver Bullet's drive. He can tolerate other animals. He can, which is like I told y'all before with me dealing with dogs, me having a dog with AK's abilities. I'm grateful that I don't have to deal with him like I got to deal with Shaka. Somebody who want to kill everything and is one of the biggest assholes on my yard. I got to watch him because his prey drive is to the point where he don't understand how to control it. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be in his own separate. He can't be next to no other dogs. He's got to be separate because he don't know how to handle himself. Shaka's too prey driven. All right. That he don't know how to control it. He's like a fiend for crack, a crack fiend, but he's a fiend for prey. That's Shaka. AK, he can tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me my bone. You know, give me something to bite on. I'm good, man. You know what I mean? You can bark all you want in my face. I'm cool. That's AK. But I knew adding AK with Silver Bullet was going to turn them puppies up. And I wanted to make sure that them puppies on them AK74s, right, had the maximum of the prey and the man drive. Now, the man drive still, for me, was up in the air because I don't have anybody aside from some family that might come through, or a couple of my partners might come through or whatever, that I was able to really test the man drive on to see, how motivated are they when it comes to people that are strangers. I have 6.5 acres, nobody coming on my yard unless I invite them. So I haven't tested them in that way. So I don't really know what I'm going to get in man drive. I know based off of the breed types that I have in the recipe in the notes, right? With the Neo, right? That's a guard dog right there. German boxer, that's a guard dog right there. Both have man drive. I mean, like a bulldog, American bulldog could be a guard dog if you want to use it that way, right? You could, but I know for certain I got 2 breeds of dogs that have a level of man drive in their genetics. So now, based off of my notes, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get maximum prey drive, okay, because I know I got that shit in Bullet, okay. AK, I'm going to get an even temperament, so that's the on-off switch. Because remember, I like on-off switches in my dogs. I do not want to breed liabilities. I have to have an on-off switch. So AK, in my notes, we don't know what we're going to get, but in my notes, AK is my on-off switch, okay? On-off switch. I have the ultimate athlete, okay? In my notes, it says ultimate athlete because of AK being super athletic, be his size, and it's just his frame, you guys understand, okay? It's just because it's the frame. It's not the weight. So some people are like, 112, how can he be fast? How can he be, man, you just got to, that's why he's a freak of nature. If you see him, the way he built, he long, man, he looked like just a tall, long game dog, straight up. And the boy is fast, can jump like a kangaroo. Y'all follow me, man. Y'all see how I be showcasing, and the boy's a freak. The boy got huge lungs. He got an alligator mouth, big nostrils, man, could suck in so much air. The boy's a freak, athlete freak, okay? Intense dog. A dog that's intense, you can see it in his eyes. You can see it in the dog's eye, how intense. He's fast. He got the fast twitch muscles, right? Where, he can react quick. You know what I mean? Like, he's a freak. So, athletically, I knew what I was getting. So is Silver Bullet, man. Muscled out, fast, jump high like crazy. So I knew I was going to get the athletic ability that I wanted, okay? And we getting our best friend, right? A high-performance breeder's best friend is hybrid vigor, right? We've talked about that before. So we know we're getting hybrid vigor in these puppies. So they should be better, okay? They should be better than the parents. Should be. It's all in the lab notes now. Hey, I hear you, show enough. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a good salesman too, man. I ain't gonna front to you. But one thing that I do, show enough, is what I say is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about what I do with my dog, show enough, because I do that. Some people is good at what they do, man. You know what I mean? I'm the dog god. No cap. When it comes to these dogs, I got a gift. So, you know what I mean? My excitement, will make you or anybody else, I got to get one of those dogs from Coach, is because I know I'm good at what I do. I know this shit. We talking about this. These are just notes, show enough. We just talking to notes. This ain't even a dog yet. This is just notes. We in the lab. Okay? But salute to you, show enough. Welcome, man. So anyway, I already knew I'm getting superior athletes. I already knew that. Okay? Size-wise, I don't know what I'm getting out of the size. It's going to be, medium to a big, big dog. Should be. With all them different type of breeds in there, I mean, who knows the weight? I don't know none of that. It's a gumbo right now. However, I want a AK-47 chopper, right? I want AK, but I want him to have prey drive and man drive, maximum though, maximum prey and maximum man drive. That's what I wanted for those AK-74s. That was my end result in my lab notes was regardless of what God gives me as far as phenotype, I know I'm going to get a variant because of different breeds. I'm not looking to get nothing consistent. I don't care about that. I like variants. So I'm going to get a variant. However, I need to have maximum prey, maximum man drive, superior athleticism. Hopefully for my consumers though, because this is a business too now. Okay, this is where the sales come in, sure enough. I get some colors, some blacks, hopefully, because I got my consumers, they want black AKs. Coach, man, and that's, at that time I had a XL Pitbull Draco AK litter on the ground that sold out. Had some black ones in there too. All of them sold out, right? So a lot of people was wanting those. Like, Coach, when you gonna get another black AK? When you gonna... I was hearing that all the time. So I said, well, the next breeding I have, I'm gonna cook up what I call an AK74 Bandog. So I had a waiting list. Okay. Next time, like I told y'all, I'm taking deposits. Fuck all that talking shit. But luckily for me at that time, I didn't even have enough dogs for everybody who wanted them. You know what I'm saying? And the people who had their money really had their money. They wasn't selling me no wolf tickets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sure enough, they wasn't selling me on the fact that they was ready to get one of them dogs. They didn't have their money right. They didn't sell me. I actually had people that had their money right, regardless of me collecting the deposit. But now I'm collecting deposits. I ain't playing this business now. But anyway. Boom. So now the notes is all drawn up. I love AK. Okay, I'm very satisfied with my purchase. I'm amazed at what I have as a dog. I don't care that he doesn't have maximum prey drive. I already have dogs that have. See, with me, like I said, with my vision as Formula One K9, all my dogs' genetics are like car parts. Every dog I have on the yard is a part, genetic part. Not one dog on my yard is perfect. However, each one gives me a genetic part for me to put together to make a complete dog. So AK, I didn't buy AK for the drive. I needed them to have drive, but I knew I had dogs with too much drive. You see what I'm saying? I already had dogs that I was going to take AK to with too much drive. They had too much drive. So him was perfect for me and my dogs with the utmost drive because I need on-off switches. So it worked out in my favor that I have a dog that has a nonchalant temperament when it comes to agitation from other animals. It worked out in my favor. So I'm grateful. AK is perfect for me for what I needed for him, right? Excuse me, to use him, right? He's perfect for me. So I'm like, boom, AK. If I have AK and I make a fucking guard dog, okay, a guard dog and a catch dog, oh man, these are gonna be, bro, these are gonna be next level. AK, that's a guard dog and a catch dog combined. Oh, I'm winning. Now, this is for someone who actually uses dogs to that capacity. And what I mean by that is, if I'm cooking up my band dogs are for personal and property protection. Okay? They're not for sport. None of my band dogs I ever cooked up for sport. They're strictly for personal and property protection. Okay. So to have a dog that's AK phenotype-ish, but they'll take down a large prey and take down a fucking grown-ass man with ease, I'm like, oh yeah, these are gonna be ultimate. These this looks good on paper. This looks good on paper. So anyway, I cooked it up. Did the breeding. This is the first breeding I did with Silver Bullet. Now, Silver Bullet, well, she was like 2. I think she was 2 years old. Silver Bullet, her her how would I describe her temperament at that time? She was very combative. Now, I moved her away from her previous housing arrangement next to her mom, and I don't even remember the other dog I had it next to, because of the hostility, the energy that was there. The spirit wanted to kill that bitch. And not only that, the bitch was, like Silver Bullet. She's always jumping, man. They all do. All them sisters jump like kangaroos. So I moved her away from that, and I moved her next to actually AK. I moved her next to AK. Okay, thinking that would calm her down or whatever, right? But no, she still was the same. You know what I'm saying? So through her whole pregnancy, and this is my mistake. This is me learning my dogs. This is me learning Silver Bullet. When I did the breeding, cross my fingers that everything took. The whole time during her pregnancy, she's still acting like she's always acted. She's pacing. She's antagonized. She antagonizes AK. She'll bite him through the kennel bars. She'll poke at him with her paws. If I come over there, she jump up and down, 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 jump up and down. She'll do that shit the whole time I'm there. She'll copy AK. AK do it too. So during that time that she was pregnant, when it was time for her to deliver her puppies, she done stressed out pretty much damn near the whole litter. Straight up and down. She done ate her puppies. I don't know if you guys understand what that is, right? When a female has a stressful pregnancy, they'll have puppies, but they'll eat them. You know what I mean? They say they'll eat their puppies from the inside. You know what I mean? Whatever. They just disintegrate inside from stress. Okay? From stress. And so she only had 3 puppies. Okay? 3 puppies. And so I knew, but when I had those 3, I knew why. You know what I'm saying? And even out of the 3 puppies that she had 2 males, 1 female, y'all. She had 2 big ass males. One, I don't know. One was like I don't know if it was a buckskin, because it was, they were fresh out the womb. But there was a red one in that motherfucker. A red one. Red nose. Big one in that bad boy, right? And then there was, like I said, maybe a buckskin or something like that male. And then there's an all black bitch. She was the smallest one, so I would call her the runt. She was small. Okay. Out of the 2 males, the buckskin male died on the 2nd day. I don't know how, but I'm just guessing that they was just lucky to even make it out from dealing with their mama being who she is. You know what I'm saying? Acting like she ain't pregnant. You know what I'm saying? He died 2 days after born, and then the other one died on the 3rd day. So I took an L on the males, right? So right there, all the people I had on my list that was waiting on that, you know what I mean? I only had 1 puppy. Okay. And so with that being said, that 1 puppy was a small ass bitch. All black bitch, but she was small. I'm like, man, what the fuck? This is me talking. Like, why is this bitch so small, man? Whatever. At least I got 1 that lived, right? So anyway, she survived. She was a singleton, but then Silver Bullet wasn't really taking care of her too much. So what I did is I actually had Tigress. She had her puppies around the same time. She had her AR-15 Bandogs around the same time. My girl Tigress, American Bulldog. And then I had that singleton. I just put that singleton over there with Tigress and her puppies, because she only had 5 puppies. So I let Tigress raise that bitch, because Silver Bullet wasn't even studying that puppy. You know what I mean? She was a horrible, horrible mother. Okay? Horrible mother. So thank God I actually had Tigress there. So I put that small little bitch with Tigress, and she took care of her puppies, and she took care of that AK74 Bandog bitch, right? So one of my consumers, I knew he was serious, because he always been on me. Like he been following me, like, coach, when like, bro, I don't care if it's the AK74, I don't care if it's the XL Pitbull Draco. I want a black AK-47 chopper. He wanted one. He told me that. So I hit him up first because I knew he was serious. I said, bro, all I got is one. And it's a female, but she's black. As soon as I said, but she's black, coach, done. I want her. I want her. Don't nothing. How much you want? It was as simple as that. How much you want? I've been waiting. No problem. Whatever. I don't care if she's small. I don't care. I want a black AK-47 chopper. So then, boom, that one was sold. Now, all my other consumers that was on my list, I called them up. And of course, everybody said, oh man, coach, I'll have my money. Sounds good. It sounds good. But, I let them know, hey, man, I'll do it later on down the road. But, we only have one puppy live. This one already sold. It is what it is. So now I'm like, cool. I didn't know what I was going to cook up. I didn't know what I was going to produce as far as phenotype. I didn't know nothing. I just cooked it up in the lab, drew it up, said, okay, this is what I should get. This is what I'm probably going to get. This is what I'm hoping to get. Voila, I get puppies. You know what I mean? I got the colors. So I know for a fact in my notes that my girl, Silver Bullet, is going to give me colors, just like I thought she would. Okay. So boom, I got colors. Okay. But I couldn't really see what phenotypes I was going to get because I only got one puppy. It was a runt. To me, it was a runt because the males are so big and she was so small. So as that female grew, right, as she grew up in that pack of them AR-15 Bandogs, and she held her own, but she was smaller than them too. So I didn't really know, honestly, what that dog was going to be. Is she gonna be a small dog? I couldn't see it in the formula, right? In the notes, in the lab notes, I couldn't see a small dog, but I'm like, why is this bitch smaller than the AR-15 Bandogs? She should be bigger than the AR-15 Bandogs, but the AR-15 Bandogs were huge. So I'm like, damn, So anyway, sold the dog, went to my client. He was happy, he happy. He just really wanted just a black AK-47. So he didn't care what size it was. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. However, that's my only reference to what that formula is. Because I didn't get none, right? You know what I mean? The bitch, Silver Bullet, she killed all her damn puppies. You know what I mean? She had all her puppies inside from stressing them out, from being just wild and crazy. You know what I mean? The two males died within 3 days. I only had one. And then she didn't even want to take care of that one. She was rough and doing all her, she was crazy. You know what I mean? So shout out to Tigress. Shout out to my client. He got her. Boom. So guess what? Now my reference and taking my notes of those AK-74s is through my client. He's sending me pictures and, all cute puppy shit, I need performance data. But, he's, showing me puppy stuff. And he's just, cute, all that, And then I say, he's a good pet owner. Okay. He didn't even know what he really had. He just really wanted a black AK. He didn't give a fuck. But he didn't know what he had. So over time, and he's pretty well off too. So he wanted, to put her in some training and different things like that. So he got her in some training and this, that, and the third. But as this bitch get about 6 months, the bitch started getting long and lanky like her daddy. I'm like, dog, how that little ass runt I thought she was looking that big? Like she's like she was getting her length on her about 6 months. Leg. I was like surprised. I'm like, how did she get that big? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of growth spurt is that? Fast forward, year old. Okay. Bitch is tall. Bitch is ripped up, muscled out, jet black, no brown tint in it. Jet black. I'm impressed. I'm like, damn, that bitch look good, man. And she's big. He's like, yeah, man, she's a sweetheart too, man. She's a sweetheart. And so, of course, he ain't got her around any other dogs, right? Because that's his pet. But he's like, oh, man, she's a sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? So credit that to the on-off switch. We're going to credit that sweetheart to AK-47 chopper, right? Okay, so in my notes, I'm taking notes through my consumer. On-off switch, check, right? My consumer who wants a pet to protect them, But at the same time, wants to socialize it. He says she's a sweetheart. So that means that's not a liability. My dogs that can kill with my consumer who want a pet to protect him is a sweetheart. He take him around the kids, his family, take him out, or take her out. She's chill. Shout out to AK for that, right? So boom, I'm like, okay, on our switch is there. Boom, she's chill, she's sweet. He goes and he's taking her, does the little Schutzen type bite shit. He doing all that stuff, because he got the money to do it. Weight pull, he doing all that. Man, and I don't breed my dogs for none of that sport shit. I breed them for the real deal. Okay, man, that bitch, the bitch he got, wow. Big, strong, muscular, on-off switch. Okay, I'm sure he hasn't tested the man drive and prey drive. I mean, I don't know. I haven't asked him. I haven't asked him. Hey, have you had any strangers come by? How does she act? I never even asked him that. I mean, I'm sure she will nut up, but when it comes to her drive and all the stuff he got her doing, man, wow. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, I gotta do it again. I have to do it. This time I was going to take AK to Nina 9, which is the other sister, the Silver Bullet. Okay. Now, Nina 9 is more Mastiff type compared to all the other sisters. Compared to Prima Donna, compared to Silver Bullet. She's more Mastiff type. She's got bigger bone. She's got more jowl. They're all the same in athleticism. Okay, they're all the same in prey drive. Okay, however, there are politics between Nina and Prima Donna. They have a relationship where they can reconcile. They'll fight and stalemate, and then boom. So they've been partners ever since they was born, and they've been that way ever since. Okay, so I like that. But they all with the shits, all three of them. So I knew the drive is their prey drive. Man drive. They're very standoffish to strangers. What I mean by that is that if you're a stranger coming up to them and they see you, they'll just stay in their spot. They're not going to come up to you. They're not going to growl at you. They'll just stay in their spot and just look at you, which was pretty interesting to me watching that. Because my nephew is a dog person, young dog man, and he likes to come over and check out the dogs and stuff. And anytime he come over, they won't fuck with him as far as like let him pet. He'll come to the kennel. They'll stay right there in the background. They'll just stare at him. Not stare at him like nonchalant, but really stare at him like I'm not sure of you. You know what I'm saying? So I know that drive, that awareness, that dog awareness to a stranger is there. I don't do any agitation work with my dogs because I don't want to provoke my animals to think it's okay to just bite. That's me though. Y'all do what y'all want to do with your own. Okay, I have too many killers over here, so I got to be really responsible, right? I have neighbors that have animals, horses, goats, cows. I have to be very aware of what I instill in my dogs, okay? So I know my dogs can bite. I've seen them bite each other multiple times. I've seen the damage that they do when they bite. I don't need to encourage that on my dogs. So when my nephew come over, and he's not timid or scared, but I can see my dog's awareness. Nina and Prima Donna, the sisters. I can tell that they're not okay with strangers. They're uncertain on what to do. That's why they stay back. They're uncertain. They're like, I don't really like him because I don't know him. But I'm not going to just bite him because I don't like him. Because I'm not allowed to just bite. Okay? I'm not allowed to. I've been taught that since I was a little damn puppy out the womb from my daddy, which is me, y'all, the dog guy, right? Coach. I'm the daddy to my dogs. Those are my kids. My daddy been teaching me that it ain't okay just to bite. Okay? There's got to be a reason, and then there better be reconciliation in that reason. Okay? Because I don't have my dogs just roaming around my 6.5 acres. Because I know my dogs can jump my fence, because I got my whole property fenced off. They'll jump that shit and fuck my neighbor's shit up, and then I'll be getting sued. I already know it too. There's too many animals out here, too much temptation for my dogs. So I have to keep them in a controlled environment, a controlled situation, because I don't want any lawsuits. Okay. Now, I know that there's prey drive there, because I see how they deal with each other. And I know that there's some level of man drive in Prima Donna, Nina 9, and Silver Bullet. So I'm like, okay, but boom. These dogs should be more Mastiff type. If I take AK to Nina 9, they're going to be more Mastiff type. So I should get more size, okay? Because AK's already got size. Nina's showing me the Mastiff type, phenotype. I'm going to get the size out of that. So these are going to be bigger dogs. So I was excited, okay? They're both kind of like the same color. She's like a reddish kind of like fawn, blue fawn, kind of like. She got like a little bit of blue in her mask, a little bit of reddish tint to her fawn, but like the blue accent points in the mask and in the eyes is Prima Donna. So I wasn't expecting any type of colors out of that personally, but I was expecting Mastiff type, and I wanted to see an AK74 with some more size. I wouldn't have mind out of that breeding seeing maybe a 130-pound AK-47 chopper. Okay, just to see if that's even going to come out with the formula. So as I was in the lab with that, I'm looking for the same thing, on-off switch, that I was looking for with Silver Bullet. I'm looking for more of a Mastiff phenotype. I'm looking for more size based off of what Nina 9 is going to bring to the table. I know I'm going to get man drive. I know I'm going to get prey drive. Okay. I want maximum though. Okay. That's my end result in my lab notes. I need to see maximum prey, maximum man drive. That's what I need to see. Whatever the variant is, okay, that's the beauty of what I do. Whatever that variant is, I'm accepting it, because that's what I like. I like variants. I want the genetics to show me something new. Show me something new. Right? Show me something. Show me hybrid vigor. I like that. Right? But give me my performance, though. I need performance. I need max prey, max man with an on-off switch. Give me that. I'm happy. Whatever God gives me after that, hey, it's extra credit. So I cooked that one up, right? I cooked that one up. Was really excited about that. Cooked that one up. I got one female, and then three males. No, 4 males. Got five out of that litter, right? One female and 4 males. Okay, I had a male that was Mastiff type. Okay, I seen the Mastiff type in him. I knew that he was going to be a big dog. He was going to be bigger than AK, because he was a big ass dog. Okay, as a puppy, big bones. He was big. He had the mass on him. Then I seen one that was like more bulldog. It was like a bulldog. I couldn't even say it's a bulldog AK. It's just like its own. It was like a bulldog type phenotype, which is pretty unique. But of course, through the genetics, right? Through the variants, even though AK is the daddy, that phenotype didn't fall in line with him. With that one, that was bull. He was more bulldog phenotype. Okay, had the underbite. He had more of a wider stance in the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was more bulldog. Then there was one that was like, I couldn't really call what he was. He had AK's color though, which happens to be who I have now, which I'm not going to spoil it. We'll get to that later on. But, I'm talking about as puppies, what I was noticing out of that litter. So he had AK's color code, but I didn't really necessarily know what phenotype he was going to be. I couldn't really tell. You know what I mean? Then there was one that looked like AK. Okay, looked like AK. A little bit different in the mouth a little bit. The snout wasn't as pointy. I can kind of see the square in the snout a little bit. He had like a stop. AK don't have much of a stop. AK don't have much of a stop. But this dog had more of a stop than AK, but had AK's body type. Okay, had AK features, but like I could see a blend of the other stuff in there too. Okay, the female it was like the female kind of had an AK-ish kind of look, but I could see even in her facial features she had a stop. So that could come from the bulldog, right? It had that little stop in the where the nose is. Her mouth wasn't as long and was more kind of blocked off, a little bit more blocked off. But still, you can see the AK features in there. You can see a little bit of Nina 9 in the eyes, but the only one that had the mastiff kind of look was that one that was the biggest one. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I like this. I'm liking the variance as the puppies grow up, and they grew up together in their pack. And I actually had AK74s and I had XL Pitbull Dracos at this around the same time. It was give or take a week they were born, because both AK puppies. And so those puppies all grew up together at that time. So I had AK-47 or AK-74 Bandog puppies, and I had XL Pitbull Draco puppies. Okay, all AKs though, and I had them growing up together. Okay, now you can imagine if I put maximum prey drive in both of these dogs, and the other one had maximum prey and man drive, you could imagine the Royal Rumbles that I was witnessing. Okay, now I didn't blend them together though. I didn't blend them together. Okay, because I want the genetics to show me something within a pack. I didn't want I didn't want one pack, one breed, different breed type to influence the other, because I did do that with my Frenchies. I had 2 male Frenchies that were born around the same time too, and I put them in with the XL Pitbull Dracos, and I seen how my Frenchies thought they was pit bulls. And to this day, the one I kept, because I sold one, right? Sold one, and I kept one because I only had 2. Still to this day, that French bulldog thinks he's a bulldog for real. Like, thinks he's a pit bulldog because he grew up in a pack full of pit bulls where he had to fight like them, and he had to take punishment and give punishment. So in his psyche, he thinks he's a pit bull. He don't think he's a small French, but he doesn't act like it. He could take pain, all the shit, because he's been taking pain ever since he was little. He's been getting shook up. He's been shaken up, all the shit. You know what I mean? If y'all follow me on IG, my IG is the dog god, the dog god, aka the coach, right? If y'all follow me on IG, y'all can go scroll back. I got some videos of the French bulldog over there making my XL Pip, making some of those XL Pitbull Dracos freaking cry and yipe, because he's over there biting them hard and shaking them up, because that's what they've been teaching them. So I didn't want to influence the two, because I wanted to look at my notes for the AK74 Bandog. I didn't want the XL Pitbull Dracos to influence them, or vice versa. So now I'm watching these AK74 Bandogs grow up. Okay. I hit my consumers up that was wanting those from back when. Okay. I think only one had his money right. All the other ones was talking that shit. Okay. However, I had others who saw the vision, wanted them. So that was an easy sell again. Now, I kept one for myself at that time. It was the Mastiff one, because I wanted to see that, right? All the other ones I sold at that time. Now, while they were growing up, now I'm taking my notes, okay? Because I'm keeping one, and I sold one to a client of mine that needed me to hold him until he was 5 months. So I'm observing the dogs, right? And as I'm observing these dogs, I'm witnessing what I really wanted to see. I'm witnessing the prey drive, but I'm witnessing it to the point where it's like, I think I put too much in them. Not I think I put too much in them, because the damage that they was doing to each other, okay? And if y'all have owned game dogs, y'all understand this, but this is not a game dog What I mean by these AK74s, the damage that they put down is different than game pit bulls shaking each other up and, punching holes into each other with their teeth and doing that type of stuff. The damage that they doing to each other is like adult dogs, right? So I'm seeing this, and of course I'm not liking it because, I got to clean up the mess, and I'm teaching them not to take it that far, but I'm seeing their natural instincts to take it that far, right? Where they're fighting for whatever reason, but what they're doing to each other in those fights are like, bruh, what the hell is these damn puppies doing? Biting up in the shoulder area, right? Biting right up there in the shoulder area, but not only biting, but they're tweaking it where they're trying to rip the arm off, or biting in the neck already and getting the throat hold, squeezing the throat in the neck, getting it and holding on to the throat. These is puppies. I think they were probably like 12, 13 weeks old doing this type of shit. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? Right? Now, of course, I'm there, thank God, to break everything up. But I'm seeing what's in them naturally. Right? That Mastiff one, real heavy bone. I'm seeing him using his weight. The Bulldog one, he ain't feeling no pain. So I'm seeing them giving him the blues, but at the same time, he taking it like that on his back. I'm like seeing this craziness go on, and then it's a fight every day. Now, y'all know I allow this to shape them to reconcile. I'm teaching them to get along. That's why I allow them to be in a pack, even though I know that these dogs I bred with maximum prey drive. But I need to teach them how to reconcile that, to control that prey drive. The only way I do that is with them in a pack. Okay. I'm not going to put them on other dogs who can't handle that. That's why I don't mix them up. Right. That's why I didn't mix the Dracos, the XL Pitbull Dracos with the AK74 Bandogs, because maybe those Dracos couldn't handle that. Maybe they could. I didn't want to do that. I needed them to teach each other because that's where they're from. That's their genetic pool. Their brothers and sisters, they should be able to handle each other, right, in their pack. Okay. So now I'm seeing this performance. I'm like, bro, these dogs are something different. I'm showing my client who has, bought the dog, but I have to hold him until he's 5 months. Okay. For whatever reason, he had something going on, whatever. Coach, I'm pay for him, but I'll pick him up when he's 5 months. Cool, whatever. I'm showing him the video so that he ain't, I'm letting him know, like, hey man, your dog is fighting with his brothers and stuff, man. He's gonna have scars when he comes see you. Oh, no, coach, you already know I want that. He with it. But I'm, as a, this is a business. I want to let my client know, like, bro, I'm not just letting them do that just because these niggas is doing it on their own. You know what I'm saying? But I'm making sure I'm there. He gonna be good. He ain't gonna be beat up when you see him, but you're gonna see some scars on him because that's what they do. They fight. Now, he goes, that one goes to, my client, and then the other ones go to my other clients. And then my nephew at the time, he bought that one that had the AK color, and then he also bought the female at the time. Okay, so I have my boy, the Mastiff one. So over time, as they get older, my nephew had to give me his dog back because he had to move, and he had a housing situation where he had to give, Unc, can you take my dogs that I bought? Cool, whatever. So I did. So now I have his male and that one female that we got. Okay. And I have my Mastiff type. Fast forward, that Mastiff, he's wrecking, he's putting a lot of damage down, just like he was doing when he was, a little bit younger. Now that male come back and he's putting damage down. And at that time I had him packed up with my boy my boy Draco, which is an XL Pitbull Draco. He was packed up with him. They're around the same age. Okay. But Draco, he know not to fuck with I named him AK74 to be exact, that massive one. I named him AK74. He knows not to fuck with AK74 because AK74 is bigger. And then the bite force of that AK74 is he's just putting, he's putting too much damage down. So he know to submit. He know to submit because 74 is just that type. He's that type that's gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? And he like all the scrapping because he's been scrapping with his brothers and sisters since he was born. So now they have a pack understanding. They have a reconciliation. Draco knows to submit so that 74 don't take it to that limit. He's not a bully, but at the same time, he gonna put the bites down on you and he's gonna make you submit. So they got their dynamic. So then I bring that other one over there and I introduce him to the pack. And boy, was that a mistake. Because as soon as he was in that pack, they were cool when I was in the kennel with him and I was getting everybody good. Make sure everybody was cool. They sniffed him out. Everybody was cool. Nobody was everybody was cool. As soon as I left for 5 minutes, man, it was just, I just heard all this noise. I go out there, man, and they trying to kill that other male, the other AK74 Bandog. They were trying to kill him. Luckily, we got in there, but man, they messed him up pretty badly. Okay? Messed him up. Now, I want to see now that I have that other male, I want to see how he responds to that ass whooping he took. Okay? Now, I take him out of the pack. Me and my wife doctor him up. Let him heal his wounds, right? I'm not going to put him back in that pack. I don't do that. Okay? Because I already know what time it is. Dogs don't forget. When it's funk one time, they don't forget that one time. Okay? Just let y'all know that. If y'all want to test that, go ahead and test it your own self. Okay? I have too many dogs. I've done seen that too many times, man. Okay? Dogs never forget funk. Never. I don't care from a puppy to an adult. They don't forget it. So I wanted to see how he responded after he healed up because that was a traumatic situation for him. He wasn't expecting to come into that and then get his ass damn near killed. Okay? Now, as I'm watching him and I'm checking his temperament, like, I'm kind of checking him like, you all right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of like, putting aggressive energy on him, like not like trying to scare him, but like I'm putting more of a forceful energy on him to see if he's kind of like cowering down because of that energy that he was receiving from the ass whooping. But at the same time, I could see he was kind of cautious. He would give me that cautious type of energy, but he quickly understood what I was doing. And then over time, as he healed up, he bounced back. He bounced back, and he became pretty much like the pack. He became like all the other dogs that I have in my yard, which is very competitive, very rambunctious, very he want to get into the action still. So okay, I was like, cool. Mentally, he can handle it. After that ass whooping, he can handle it. I don't need to put him back in there. Just have him, man, now give them the business that they get. I don't need to do that with my dogs. I want to keep their minds right. Because I know it's in his genetics to be that type of dog. I know if it's in his brother or if it's in his sister genetically, or if it's in his mommy, daddy, if that genetic gene, that part is in his forefathers, his sisters and brothers, then it's in him. It's just up to me to nurture it. It's up to me to bring it to the forefront if it's in the back. Okay. So I wasn't really worried about that. I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't like timid after that serious ass whooping here that he took. Right. So now I'm taking notes. Again, this is in my notes about these AK74s. Okay. Okay. Want funk. They do serious damage as puppies. Serious damage to each other. Bad damage. Okay. Has the pain tolerance that I like to see. Okay, because if you can give the pain, you got to be able to take the pain. Okay, even though that boy was on there yapping like crazy. Okay, when I doctored him up, he took that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't over there squinching. He took the doctoring up. He wasn't all sore. I'm sure he was sore, but he wasn't acting like it. He took it. So I can give him that. Minus all the crying and shit he was doing when they was trying to tear his ass apart. I get that. I understand that. Okay. Now, as I assess these dogs, I'm taking notes now. Now I got dogs to look at. Okay. I already know who AK74 is. Okay. He is maximum of all that. He's what I wanted to see. He's showing me that early bird. Okay. Showing me early bird that he want all the smoke. He giving all the smoke. He's doing the damage. You know what I mean? They can't damage him because he's giving, you know, he's too big and he's, you know, he's too intense like his daddy. So I'm like seeing all the shit. Intense, check. Maximum prey drive, check. Can take pain, check. Want to give it all the time. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I got one. I got one. His name's AK74. Now, unfortunate for me and AK74 that he caught mange. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how it happened. I never had a dog with no mange. Never. And mange is the worst thing that you can have happen to your dog. It's the worst thing that you can have happen to your dog. Okay? As soon as I seen those little spots and bumps, I took him to the vet. My vet gave me some antibiotics and this and the third and try this and try that. She experimented. She still couldn't get my motherfucking dog right. So, long story short, I done tried everything, spent all kind of money. My vets experimented, spent all kind of money with my vet, and ended up losing my dog, man. AK74 ended up dying. And that's the worst death you want to see out of your dog is mange. Because they suffer. And they just deplete. He went from a big, strong, scrappy, just vibrant dog to a damn, oh man, it was horrible, man. It was sad that I had to see that. It was sad that I had to see my dog suffer and fade away after all the money that I spent trying to save him, trying to get his skin clear, the sulfur baths, the prescription, all the shit, man. I spent a lot of money trying to save that motherfucking dog. Excuse my language, man. Makes me mad that my vet, you know, made me spend all that and I still lost my dog. You know what I mean? Like I went in there ASAP. It wasn't it got too bad. I went there as soon as we saw let's go. But it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until I lost my dog. So salute to you, AK74. However, thanks to my nephew and him in his situation, hey, Unc, man, can you take my dog, please, man? I can't keep him because I don't have a place to stay no more. Okay, boom. I have that dog that they damn near tried to kill, that male. I have him. Okay. And we don't talk about him, and then we'll talk about the female too. So I do have something to still take my notes and assess and say, okay, what is the AK74 Bandog? What is it? Now, a student for life, man. I use that. What's it called, man? Gosh, man. I use a lot of good shit, man. Expensive shit, man. And it didn't work, man. Vet shit, all kind of shit. That sulfur bath, all the shit didn't work. At least it didn't work for me, man. But rest in peace to that boy. Anyway, so I have this male that my nephew bought for me. I named him Chopper the Man Stopper. Okay. Now this boy, he's not as big as. He's not as. I don't know if he's probably the smallest one out of the three brothers. Yeah. Okay. And he looks the most like AK. That's why I named him Chopper, the Man Stopper. And not only does he look the most like AK, he acts like his daddy too. Okay. He loves to bite shit. He's very intense, very fast. Okay. Very intense, very fast. All right. However, he has man drive too. Okay. Because anybody who's a stranger, like for example, my dad comes down and helps me out. And it took a while for him to be okay with my dad coming around him. You know, I seen what I seen in his mama, where how, you know, more standoffish, more you come around to the fence instead of barking, they're over there just staring at you. But it's a stare that is like on guard stare. It's not no, it's not no like this nonchalant, like it's like looking you in the eye tense. It's like a tense stare off. And I know exactly where he got that from. He got this from his mama, Nina. That comes right from her. He ain't doing all that rah, rah, rah. He ain't that type of dog. He just gonna look at you like, bro, don't come no closer. And just how my nephew felt with his mama, Nina, is how my dad felt like, son, why is he looking at me like that? I'm like, Dad, he looks like his mama, man. It's just, I don't know. He don't know you. So, he just, that's just him. That's how his mama is, So the man drive is there, right? Because he's cool with me, obviously. I'm his daddy. He's cool with my wife, obviously, right? He knows my nephew because I used to be his owner, right? And then over time, because my dad stayed with me for a little bit, and over time, he got cool with my dad. But the awareness of you, I don't know. Now, I'm not sure because of my training if I should be attacking you or not. Because I gets in trouble when I attack my brother because my dad don't like me putting damage down on my brothers. So when me and my brothers fight, Daddy disciplines us. We don't like getting disciplined. See, this is the psyche of these dogs that I'm cooking up. This is in my notes. So I'm seeing that consciously in this young puppy. So I'm like, okay, he got man drive because he doesn't know if it's okay to check my dad. So he's letting my dad know, don't come any closer. I'm not going to growl at you. I'm not going to show you my teeth. Because that aggression gets checked when I do it to my brothers. When my dad comes down and the energy gets hyped up, and then me and my brothers get excited and we get hyped up and we start, then my dad get in there and fuck us up. Or I get the, hey, stop, from my dad, and guess what they do, y'all? They stop. If I come into that kennel space, they're breaking up and they're curring out. So this dog is understanding that thanks to my imprinting, my puppy imprinting of the pack dynamics. Shout out to the pack dynamics. It works. Okay. So he's showing me that, okay, he got man drive. Okay. He's showing me he got bite drive. I already know he got prey drive because he's been through gladiator school with his own brothers. I know it's there. I know that didn't fuck his psyche up because he still want to get at when AK74 was still alive. I had him in different, I didn't put him in the same pack. Remember, I don't do that. I don't want to fuck up the dog's mind, or I don't want to have any problems where I got to go spend money on dogs getting injured, taking them to the vet because I'm putting dogs that have funk before. Okay, now they're cool. We can put them back together. Now they're over there fighting again. Now one of them dies. I know better than that. Smarter than that. Okay? So now I have Chopper the Man Stopper in his own pack, and I have AK74 in his own pack. But see, they're like adjacent to each other in kennels, and I actually put that on one of my Instagram posts where I showed them on opposite sides of the kennel, Chopper the Man Stopper and AK74. Because like I told you, they do not forget. They're trying to go at each other through the kennel bars, but there's a gap in between, so they can't get at each other. But they're going nuts trying to get at each other. And I showed it. I did a little video for the gram. Let them see that I put that type of maximum prey drive on my dog. They was trying to kill each other through the kennel bars. They don't forget. So I saw that. I wrote it down in my notes. The boy is not broken. His spirit is not broken. If I let him go, they would take it to that point, y'all. Okay. Even though he got his ass whooped, Chopper the Man Stopper, in his mind, he still think he got a fair shot. And in reality, 74 would kill his ass. Because I just, I can assess them, because that's what we're talking about right now, right? We're in the lab, y'all. We analyzing genetic characteristics and traits right now. So I know if they were to get at it, I know 74 is going to mop them. Okay. Even though he has heart to, hey, he has heart to at least try to, defend himself against his brother or maybe venge himself against his brother. He has the heart because he's definitely showing it. But 74, 74 is just too much of it. You know what I'm saying? Too much of that. He might have that, but not as much as 74 has. You know what I'm saying? So neither here or there. Now we have Chopper because 74 is not living anymore. I took that L. Now I have Chopper the Man Stopper. So as he's growing up, okay, and then I'll tell you about the female too. The female is on a whole nother level. Okay, but like I said, we're assessing the productions, y'all. So I'm just trying to get you all to understand the recipe of the AK74 Bandog, what I was hoping for, right? In the lab notes. Now I'm assessing the production and I'm taking notes as they're developing in front of me and letting y'all understand what this AK74 High Performance Bandog truly is, because this is a prototype. Okay. And I'm learning as the dog develops. You know what I mean? This is the second time I've done this. AK74 Bandog. The first one I didn't get a piece of it. I only had 3. Like I told y'all, 2 died. Had a list of people who wanted them. I let my clients get them. So only the one I had available, I sold it to my client because he really wanted one of them dogs. So I didn't get one. Okay. Now I have one. Now I have 2. I had 3, but now I have 2. Okay. So AK74, he's growing up. He's confident. He looks good, man. That dog looks great. Okay. Not as big as I would hope he would be, but he's big enough. You know what I'm saying? He's probably going to be like an 85-pound dog. Condition weight, probably full grown. He probably about 85 pounds conditioned, 86 conditioned. Okay. I'm sure if I let him eat and just be sloppy Joe, it'd probably be heavier than that. But condition, he'd be 85 pounds, which is good. Still good. He's got long legs. He's got a nice body. Got like a medium build. He's not long like his dad, but he got legs. He's got the muscle tone. He's, his muzzle isn't as long as AK's. His probably like a mid muzzle, but still shaped like AK's. He's AK's twin. Put it that way. He's his daddy's twin, but shorter back. If AK is 26 inches, he's probably like 23, 24 inches. But right now he's going to be 2 in August next month. So he's still developing. He's still developing. You know what I mean? So he's got more room to grow. But right now, he's kind of showing me what he is. But the main thing with him that I am very pleased with is the fact that that boy got the maximum of the drive. Okay, he has it, and that's what I want for my AK74 Bandogs. I want that for all my dogs when it comes to performance. I need them to have the maximum. If I'm Formula One, I need my dogs to be able to take it to the rev limiter and not blow up. I need them to have that level of intensity and not blow up. I need them to have awareness, dog awareness. Okay, like I explained to you with the man drive with my pops and how he was standoffish. My dad come to the kennel area. He not barking at him, but he's not over there coming toward him. He's over there in the back. But he's looking at my dad like, don't come no closer. He's not barking at him. He ain't got his hair up, but he's stiff as hell. And he's looking at my dad dead in his eyes. Had my dad question like, yo, why he looking at me like that, son? Man, he don't know you, Dad. That's how his mama act. Okay, so I'm seeing the brain. I'm seeing the computer. Right? So I'm like, okay, yes, I like Chopper the Man Stopper. I'm like, I like him. I like him. I got a lot to learn from him, but I'm grateful that I do have something right now that I can, look at my notes and compare to, because 74 is gone. Okay. But I do have Chopper the Man Stopper. Now let's talk about this bitch. I named the female after the mom because the mom, Nina, I had to put her down, okay, probably 2 weeks after I weaned the puppies off of her. I had to put her down because I put her down there with her sister, and then she had some foot infection because she was back. She wasn't out there jumping, and she'd been taking care of puppies and shit. So now her paws is soft. But then she go back down to her sister. She back to her regular ass ways, jumping, bouncing off the kennel, doing her shit. And then she had an infection on her foot. Her back foot swole up. So I took her in antibiotics. I took her, I got my own antibiotics, all that shit. Gave her antibiotics. But her foot never went down and shit. But then it started spreading up her leg and shit. So I doubled down on the antibiotics because I'm not trying to spend the money if I ain't got to. But long story short, it just got worse. And so I had to take her to the vet. But by that time, the damn infection in her leg from her foot spread all the way up to her leg. And then my vet was like, look, we're going to have to, amputate half her leg. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, this shit's fucked up. And it was bad. I'm like, wow. So, of course, she's a performance dog, man. This bitch is a kangaroo. I'm not having no 3-legged dog at this point in time. So I had to go ahead and put her down, man. You know what I mean? Unfortunate. Lost a quality dog over some random infection, which I know it came from her, as far as just her immune system being down after those puppies and her just going ham and crazy like she always does, and probably got a cut that got infected, obviously. And then whatever infection she got, just I couldn't knock it off with the antibiotics. I couldn't. So anyway, lost the mom, so I named her after her mama, Nina 9, as I named her. Now she's not that big. She's not small either, but she's not really big. So, she's not as big as her mom, but she's got a nice frame as far as like some width to the front and to the rear. She got some thick rears and like a wider chest space. Nice tuck. She's a beautiful dog, but she doesn't really have that much size on her. Now, what I did notice about this particular girl is that she has a temperament like AK. At least I thought in the beginning, very even. I had her in a pack of 3 dogs, had an even temperament. She was cool with the pack. Over time, I started to see little things start to happen within little scuffles between the 3 in the pack. And when I would see the scuffles, I would see the damage that would be on the other dogs. And I'm just like, okay, I'm already like, all right, man, this is a little bit too much. She's taking damage, but the damage she's giving is just excessive. So I'm like, all right, they're not taking it to the point of no return. That's good. But the damage that's happening is not good for me because I'm stapling the dogs. It's not good. So long story short with them, I go down one day to the kennel area and I had an AR-15 Bandog too, female in that pack. And I noticed that my AR-15 Bandog is in the corner, but like she's like a pied color, right? She's a white and black pied dog. But I can't see no white on her, you guys. But she's in the corner. Right? She's sitting in the corner, but she's away from the other girl, but she's in her own corner. But I don't see no white on her dog. I'm like, what? I'm thinking like, is she rolling some mud or something like that? Like I'm kind of tripping. Like, why is she looking like that? Like, no, there's no white on her. Man, I go down there and I look again, man, that bitch is covered in blood, man. Covered in blood. So I go in there, I'm like, what the heck? So I go in there real quick. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like assessing everything. As soon as I go in there, everybody scatter. Because they know I don't play that shit. I'm like, what happened? What happened? I go and I check her, man. And, man. And then I look at the other dogs, right? And then I see Nina 9. And she's all bit up too. The other one isn't bit up, but Nina is. So I'm like, oh, you did this, huh, bitch? You did this, right? So, of course, discipline, whatever. I took her out, cleaned them up, whatever, boom. But, man, that bitch Nina did some serious damage to my AR-15 Bandog. Serious damage. And I'm so grateful to God that that bitch didn't bleed out. I'm so grateful that she didn't, man, I'm so grateful that she didn't get no bleeder. Oh, man, I'm so grateful because, man, that would have been a wrap. I would have came out there, that dog would have been dead, man. Would have been bled out because of the damage that she took. Okay. Now, that's the first bad incident. So then I moved that dog out of there, y'all. I moved that dog, that AR-15 Bandog, out of there. Thankfully that she survived that. Okay, so now I'm like, what the hell, man? Now you over there, now you doing this? Now remember, her brothers have been doing this shit. She's late to the party. She's late. Okay, because right now I think she's probably like, at this point, they're probably like 6 months old. So she's late to the party. Right? They should already have their pack dynamic understood. But she's late to the party now. Now she's inflicting damage like her brothers have been doing. So now she's with two in a pack. She's with an XL Pitbull Draco, which is her half sister, right? Same daddy, different mom, different type of breed type, but they've been in a pack. This time I'm down there cleaning the kennels out, and there's a commotion. And it's them, right? It's Nina and what's her name? Yellow Flame is what that bitch's name is. They're fighting, right? But Nina is, she's getting the best of the bitch. I get in there, I break it up, and Nina hit a bleeder in that bitch's fucking arm. And the bitch is bleeding everywhere. Everywhere. Won't stop bleeding. It's like it's squirting out. Okay, it won't stop. I can't get it to stop. I'm like, oh man, no. It's just me down there. So I immediately call my wife, like, Mama, come down. It's a massacre. It's a massacre around here. There's blood everywhere. I can't get this bitch to stop bleeding. Right? So she already know what time it is, Nina. She know I ain't happy. So she stay out my way, right? While I try to doctor this bitch up. My wife come over here. She helped me out. We trying, man, it took us forever to get that bleeder to stop, man. It took us forever to get that shit to stop bleeding, man. Like, I was so worried that I had to go to the vet. I was so worried, but by the grace of God, we got it under control. By the grace of God. And even after we did it, she had a big old, what do they call that when you got a big ball of blood and shit like that? I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. She had that big ball of blood because that blood, once we stitched it up, that blood just filled up in her shoulder, and she had a big old lump of blood in there. It took probably like damn near 2 months for that shit to go away. Okay. That's the first time that she got at that XL Pitbull Draco. Okay. Now, I still kept them in a pack. Okay. Because this is I just took it as that's a fluke that this time the bitch caught a bleeder in the shoulder. Okay. Even though she did massive damage to the AR-15 Bandog. I'm like, okay, well, she, they're still cool. Right. Because they're not scared of each other. Even after that, they still have their politics. Them two. Right? It's not, they're like, oh, it's not how they had the AR-15 Bandog in the corner. She exiled herself from the pack. Like, she wasn't fucking with them no more. The AR-15 Bandog, she wasn't fucking with them no more. She wanted to stay away from them. After that ass whooping that they gave her, she's like, I ain't fucking with y'all. So I knew to take her out. But these two, they acted like it was normal after the fight. So I kept them back in there. The what they say, the straw that broke the camel's back. And thank God that they only do this shit when I'm around. This time, these two. Another fight broke loose. And I'm down there, thank God. But this bitch Nina, she's the instigator. She bit that XL Pitbull Draco bitch in the chest, and split her whole chest wide open. With with one bite in the chest. Put a hole in that bitch chest. One bite. And this happened fast because I'm down there. So as soon as I hear the commotion, I'm instantly drop what I'm doing. I go in there. I'm like, hey. I see the bite in the chest. Boom. Split her shit wide open, blood everywhere. I'm like, oh man, not again. Oh, that's it. That's all I need to see, y'all. That's all I need to see from her. Okay. Not only is that bitch doing that type of damage and smart and fast and just, damage. This bitch knows how to jump out of the 6x10 kennel. I barricade that bitch. The bitch knows how to finesse and break the roofs off. I got a big 6 foot something fence in my training area. The bitch know how to scale that motherfucker and jump it. The bitch don't feel no pain. No pain. Okay. So now I'm assessing my notes now, even though I'm not liking what I have to deal with, you guys. You understand me? I'm not liking what I have to deal with. However, I get to see what I put in my dogs because I have that level of, let's see, how would I say it? I'm able to assess these genetic characteristics because I have other dogs, let's say, other dogs to not spar, not sparring partners, because I don't advocate that with my dogs, but because I put them in packs, packs to have disagreements and they spar, right? Because they're in a pack. They're family, but family has feuds. So I have enough sparring incidents that I'm not condoning. Understand this. I'm not condoning. I'm teaching them how to reconcile. I'm teaching them how to manage their prey drive. That's why I have these pack experiments. However, because of these pack experiments, I'm learning about my dog's maximum prey drive. I'm learning about their abilities and their strengths or their weaknesses if they have it. I'm learning all this shit because of their pack dynamics, because of their pack politics. Okay. I'm learning. And remember I told you with AK and Silver Bullet, I was going to get maximum athleticism. And of course, Silver Bullet and Nina 9 are sisters. They both are very athletic. To see this bitch, excuse my language, man. It kind of boils me because that it just pisses me off that I got to deal with that type of funk in my yard, right? I have to, rescue 911, me and my wife, my dogs, because these dogs don't want to, play nice with each other. And, they've been growing up with each other since they was little, right? But then they want to take it to the point of no return, these dogs. As I'm seeing this young bitch, Nina 9, and I go to my notes, and I'm like, damn, of course this bitch is going to be this way. Hyper Vigor took over on this bitch. She's the only female out of that litter, only one. Okay? But the bitch is built, man, she's built like if you see the rear on the bitch, man, the angulation, and you see her front, her nice little spread in her shoulders, like the bitch is built for all the combat you can ask for. Like, the reason why that bitch can scale 6-7 foot fences with no problem. No running jump. No running jump. This is vertical. This is standing, jump up, get out. Okay. This is, you put a roof on there? Watch me jump up, hang up there, find the weak points, finesse it, and break out. You better make sure you put that roof up tight. Okay. There's a dog that wants to, challenge me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, here, take this challenge. When I bite you, the force in my mouth, my jaw power is going to put holes in you. When I bite into your shoulder, I'm hitting your bleeder. I'm going to make you bleed out. Okay. Then when I get disciplined by dad, I don't like getting disciplined, but I'm taking all the blows. I'm taking all the blows with no. I'm taking it. I'm taking all the blows. I'm curled up now in the corner because I know I don't want to get disciplined, but I'm taking it all. And I'm putting all the force down. Y'all, you know, when you're mad and you're disciplining your dogs, okay? This is just dog talk, okay? Okay, if you a fur mommy and all that other stuff, man, don't listen to this type of talk because you ain't dealing with killers like I'm dealing with killers, right? Okay, I just explained to you what my dogs do to each other. I have dogs that can kill a man, grown man. I have dogs that can kill me. I'm a strong man, so my authority has to be even more forceful than theirs, really, to keep their mind intact, to understand that I will never go against you, Dad. I don't care if I can kill you, right? I don't care if I can overpower you because genetically you put that in me. I don't care that I don't feel any pain. So whenever you want to go ahead and give me a paddling, I'm never going to yipe. It doesn't even hurt. However, the energy that I put forth lets my dogs understand that I ain't playing, if that makes sense, right? And seeing my dog take it, submit though, y'all. She submits, but take that like that type shit, like take that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got my, you know, I got what I wanted to get off though. But yeah, I know I was gonna get my discipline by my dad. Okay, I'm like, damn, that bitch fucking Nina ain't no joke, man. That bitch now, hey, this for you, Show Enough. Show Enough says, hey man, you know, Show Enough said this one time. He's like, man, Coach, have you ever put your dog on a hog? And I say, you know what, Show Enough, no, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to go hog hunting or anything like that. And like I said, I don't condone any type of fighting on my yard, even though it does happen, right? I don't condone it. That's what I'm saying. However, because of how many dogs that I have, and because of what type of dogs that I have a variance of different breeds of dogs, and they're all high performance dogs, and they all have prey drive to a certain level. I done seen my share of combat between dogs. I've done seen the damage that they cause to each other. And it's nothing to brag about because it costs me money at the end. That's why I don't condone it. I don't like spending money in the vet, y'all. I don't like being a one person trying to break up dogs fighting and biting each other because, you know, I'm sure you guys might have been bit, but I've been bit multiple times getting in between breaking up fights. I don't like getting bit, y'all. I've been bit multiple times. So I don't condone this type of energy. That's why I teach my puppies this when they little puppies. How to reconcile when they have confrontation. How to control their drive when it comes to the pack. Right? You might not like this dog over here, dog, or Nina. You might not like her, Nina, but she's still part of the family, and I don't condone y'all fighting. So as soon as y'all fight, you better get it out your system, because as soon as I come in, you better break that shit up. We ain't going there. And you better not take it to the point of kill, because it's family. I've been teaching my dogs this since they was little, since they was puppies, okay? So do I need to go hog hunting with my dogs to know they got maximum prey drive? Me, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about you. Maybe you need to. Me. Do I need to know if my dog can take a hog or whatever other prey? Do I need to know by actually going out there and putting it on that particular prey and seeing if it can do it? I don't need to know that. By doing it, right? I know that already because I put it in the DNA. My dogs show me it as I go to my notes and I see them and how they deal with each other. I see their techniques that they do on each other, right? I see my girl Nina bite the bitch in her fucking chest and put a hole in it. One bite. Quick bite too. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was a quick bite. It wasn't no like, oh, you're working it. No, it was just one quick punch in the chest. Bam! I'm like, what the? Now, guess what? Now, Nina, she can't be in a pack. She liked that too much, right? She likes combat. She's a good dog. She's not looking for it, but when the energy presents itself, she's going to oblige. She's going to go ahead and do what she was bred to do, which is have maximum prey drive. Max. Shout out to the lab notes, right? Shout out to the notes before I cooked her up. I put that in the notes when I was drawing up the recipe. AK is going to give me this. Nina 9 is going to give me that. Hopefully, God willing, I'll get better. The main thing I need to see, max prey, maximum man drive. Okay? Maximum prey, maximum man drive. Variance, I want that. What am I going to get? I don't know. I'll accept it, Lord. Give me, as long as they're functional, they look good, that my consumers are excited to buy them because it's a business for me. I'm good, Lord. Whatever you give me, variant wise. But they got to have the athleticism and they got to have maximum prey, maximum man drive. Okay. Right now, I have 2 of those AK74 Bandogs, Chopper the Man Stopper and his sister Nina 9. Very, very promising future. Both of them, there'll be 2 in August. Okay. Beautiful dogs. Great temperament. Okay. On-off switches there. However, they are really them type of dogs, right? If you were a hunter and you own one of them dogs, some AK74 dogs, they are as advertised. I accomplished my goal in creating a man stopper version of AK with maximum prey and man drive and an on-off switch. That was my goal. I did that. I know that I could take Chopper the Man Stopper and agitate him enough to where if you were a stranger and you agitated him with your energy, he would bite the shit out you. Not only bite the shit out you, but he'll break your bones. He'll bite you so hard one time that he'll snap your wrist. You know where he get that bite power from, right? He get that bite power from Chopper, AK-47 Chopper, aka the Bone Crusher. He get that from his daddy. Okay? You know where Nina 9 get that bite power from, right? Where she putting holes in chests. She get that from her daddy, Chopper, the Man Stopper. Excuse me, Chopper, the Bone Crusher, AK-47 Chopper, the Bone Crusher. Excuse me, Chopper, the Man Stopper is Chopper, the Man Stopper. This is everything that's in my lab notes. Now that I'm seeing it with these young offspring, like, oh yeah, they got that shit. Oh yeah, they about that life. Oh yeah, they got that high pain tolerance. Oh yeah, I know where they get that from. Okay, yeah. Oh, they're superior athletes. I know where they get that from. Yeah. Oh, they're super smart. Oh yeah, I know where they get that from. So, with that being said, right, the future of the AK-74 Bandog will continue. We talked about the AR-15 Bandog last week. Shout out to AR-15 and how the future of that AR-15 Bandog is moving into Formula One Bulldogs. That has morphed from the AR-15 Bandog project to now going to be the Formula One Bulldog project. So that project with AR-15 superseded himself. It superseded AR-15 because these boys are different than AR-15. His sons, his daughters. Being his sons is going to carry his legacy on. They're different than AR-15 as far as how they look, how they act. So these boys will carry on AR-15's legacy, but then they're going to be their own, right? They're going to be their own Formula One band dogs. That's, excuse me, bulldogs. That's them. Okay. Now, but with AK-47 Chopper, it's a whole different look. AK-47 Chopper, I wanted to make a man-stopper version of him. I did that with the AK-74 Bandogs, but AK's influence is still all through them AK-74 Bandogs. You see AK in all of them dogs that I just mentioned. From his daughter I mentioned, Nina 9, to 74, even AK-74, he was just a mastiff version of his daddy. You can see AK in him, but like a mastiff type. That bulldog was the only one, and you could still see a variant of AK, but there was more bulldog. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't know AK, you can be like, okay, he's his own dog. So that one, I can say he probably is his own dog, but you're going to get that. But the majority of the ones that I just mentioned to you from 74, because there was only 5 of them, from 74 to the one I sold to my other client, to Nina 9, to Chopper the Man Stopper, they all have a similarity to the foundation, which is AK-47 Chopper. So that tells me in my lab notes that the AK-74 Bandog has to continue. I have to cook up another one. I have to take AK-47 Chopper to Prima Donna now. I have to take them to all 3 sisters, just like I took them to all 3 sisters for my XL Pitbull Draco line. I took them to Holy Spirit. I took them to Africa. I took them to Tiny. All of them 8 sisters to create my XL Pitbull Draco line. Okay. Now, because of AK-47 Chopper again and his genetics, strong genetics, I got to take him to all 3 sisters. I got to see what he produces with Prima Donna. I got to run it back to Silver Bullet. I have the Nina 9, rest in peace. I have her kids. I have a female and a male. I'm loving what they showing me. They're still growing. They're still young. So I know the future of the AK-74 High Performance Bandog is just, it's just getting started. I know when I do this breeding in 2025, it's going to sell out. Because I know I'm going to get the color variation that most consumers like. They like colors. The dog guy can care less about colors. Y'all know that. I'm a performance man only. However, my consumers who like to spend money, they like colors on their performance. You know what I mean? They like the yellow Ferrari. They like the orange one. They like the green one. They like the purple one. You see, you know what I'm saying? Like they like that. So, guess who's going to give us that? Silver Bullet's going to give us the rainbow. So I know that litter is going to sell out because just off of that alone, AK with those colors, not only AK, but AK that's a man stopper. AK that has maximum prey and man drive with an on-off switch though, right? You can have a killer around your kids. You can socialize the killer. The killer has his own awareness. As long as you understand how to nurture that, right? Nurture your dog's awareness. The dog has awareness. It's not just a kill machine and that's it. It's going to have a look to it that's going to have people like, yo, what is that? Why is that dog so muscular? Why is that dog so intense? Why is that dog so fast? Why does that dog bite so hard? Why is that dog so smart? So the AK-74 project, man, we just getting started. We just getting started, you guys. And I told you I took this year, and I actually retired AK last year, but I took this year just so that I can make sure that everybody who been wanting to make K dogs, they're gonna be ready in 2025. I need to make sure y'all ready. Not ready with your mouths. I get all that all the time. But ready with your money. Like I was ready with my money when I bought the genetics to make, these AK74 Bandogs. I was ready with my money. I didn't spare no change when I got the best of the best top tier performance genetics to create these type of dogs that's doing this type of shit. Okay. My AR-15 Bandogs, man, which are the Formula One Bulldogs now. But man, the ones that I have, that I've kept, man, oh man. And they're still babies. They're gonna be what, 1 in August? They're still young. But what I'm seeing, not me influencing these dogs. I only influence discipline in my dogs. Structure. I don't influence nothing else. I want the genetics to show me. I want what's in you to show me. Other than that, I influence structure and discipline, order, right? We work out, right? That's what I do with my dogs. But genetically, I want to see it from the dog. What I'm seeing with these AR-15 Bandogs / Formula One Bulldogs that I have, these youngsters, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That maximum is in them dogs too. The man drive is different than the AK-74 man drive. It's different. A lot different. Okay? Because they're not standing, and them dogs ain't standing just looking at you, let you know, like, hey man, I don't know you. I don't know you, but hey, I don't want to come to. They're not those dogs. Those AR-15 / Formula One Bulldogs. Those youngsters, they're not like that. They coming to the fence and they trying to break the fence to get you. I ain't never did no agitation with any of them damn dogs. Them dogs, gladiators, their pack upbringing. Oh yeah, they're the ones that try to kill Red Tiger. They're the ones that was doing damage to themselves. The AR-15 Bandogs. Yeah, them. Yeah, them dogs. So anyway, just wanted to, let y'all in the lab, let y'all get an idea of what it took for me to put the AK-74 Bandog together, what my process was. We looked at the notes. We assessed the dogs in front of us because that's what we get to. That's how we compare notes with what's real. We take the dogs, we compare the dogs with the notes. We see if we made it work or if we did it. Right? We see where we got to go back in the lab and change. I ain't got to change nothing. Okay? Right now I have two sisters. Prima Donna and Silver Bullet. And then I have the freak of nature himself, AK-47 Chopper, man. The double XL Pitbull freak of nature. The ones that the naysayers and spectators say, there's no such thing. Well, yeah, no such thing because you don't got one. I'm the dog god. I got all kind of dogs. I've been had dogs. I done seen them all. As far as different variants of performance dogs, I've seen a lot. I have a lot here, but I done seen a lot. And I know a bulldog when I see one. You know what I'm saying? Like, one when you see one. And it doesn't mean just because a dog want to scrap. I got a French bulldog that like to scrap. You know what I'm saying? There's more to that bulldog than just wanting to scrap. It's a lot more to it. At least when you Formula One like me. It's more to a performance car than the motor. Right? It's more. That's how I see dogs. There's more to a dog than just its drive. It's a lot more other shit that I pay attention to in my lab notes. How does it breathe? How does how's the blood flow? all the shit I pay attention to, because how else will I create better performance dogs? So that's pretty much it on the AK74 High Performance Bandog. I'm excited about the future of it. I want me my own version of the AK and the Silver Bullet. I would love to get a male and a female, and then take those and run them to my uh, Nina 9 and AK-47 chopper, male and females, and boom. I would love to see that collide. I would love to see what that produces. I know I'm going to get some serious dogs once I do that breeding. You know what I'm saying, with those offsprings together. So I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully all my clients who are able to be blessed with a dog like that, they get more than what they pay for. I just hope that that's what they get, and I'm sure that they will. And before I close out, I had a disappointment, I would say, with one of the dogs, and I'm not going to put it on the dog, and I'm not going to put it on my client. However, it was very disappointing for me, because I really take pride in producing top tier working dogs. And when a dog disappoints my client, it hurts me as a business. And then, of course, just my pride, because that dog represents me. So I did have that dog. I sold it to a police officer who was an ex-veteran. He bought a dog from somebody else that was very timid, and he really liked AK. He liked my program. He was like, "Coach, I need a dog that's not timid. I'm getting rid of this dog. I want one of them, AK74 Bandogs." I'm like, "Man, I got it for you, man. None of my dogs is timid. The mom ain't, the puppies aren't. It's good. You got it. You know what I mean?" So he picked this dog out. Boom, dog gets to him. He calls me up like a couple weeks later, like, "Man, the dog's kind of like cautious with me and stuff. He don't really want to respond to me. Like, he kind of standoffish." I said, "Well," "to be honest with you, man, he's adjusting to you, man. He's been around me and my wife and his brothers for 5 months. So, he's got to get used to you and your environment." So I just said, "Be patient with the dog, brother. Be patient with the dog." And I tell all my consumers, man, all my clients, love on your dog, man, for the first year. Don't expect nothing, literally, out of this dog but obedience and love. I tell all my clients this. So I told him the same thing. "Bro, dog's 5 months. Love on the dog, okay? All right, coach." Whatever. I guess, dog was somewhat getting better. Sometimes it wouldn't, sometimes I go back in the shell, but I'm steadily coaching him, right? Because I'm the coach, right, man? Hey, just keep loving on him, keep working with him, whatever he likes, he likes going outside for walks, man. Take him out there. Keep just doing this, motivate his mind. He's trying to adjust to you. There's something that the dog is trying to tell you. Obviously, it's not, it's not relating, but at the same time, it's something that he's trying to tell you. So anyway, long story short, he decided to go send him to a boarding train. And the guy told him, because I guess he wanted to do sport work with him too. The guy's like, "Oh man, he ain't doing no sport work. He's going to be a fear biter." And so, he spent his money, and then, he pretty much gave it to one of his boys. His boys wanted him. So he's like, "Man, coach, by the way, I just let you know, I just gave my dog to my partner, man. He wanted him," and stuff like that. So I was like, "Damn." You know what I mean? So I was disappointed in my dog. Like, "Why you do that?" Because, he was thinking the dog was a dud. And I know when the dog left me, he wasn't acting like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, part of me feels that my client just didn't do what I tell him. He wasn't patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't patient. Like, the dog is trying to tell you something, but you're not, he wasn't paying attention. Maybe he doesn't have the patience to pay attention to him. And I just hope that, his partner who has him, I hope that he did what, I didn't even talk to his partner, but I hope that, because he has kids, his partner has kids too. I hope that they just love on that dog, because I know that really helps a dog's psyche. When a dog knows that you care about him or her, and it can feel the love, or the dog can do anything for you, man. Straight up, especially when the dog got the genetics. So that was disappointing. You know what I mean? So to have a dog that didn't do what my client wanted it to do, that sucked. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess I got to take somewhat of the blame for that because I produced the dog, but none of his brothers and sisters acted that way. You see what I'm saying? Like none. Even the ones I got back from my nephew, once they come up in my shit, you know what I'm saying? They conform. That's what I'm saying. All the dogs conform to my energy and the yard's energy. All of them. Any dog I get. Because I lay the program down. I lay the energy down. I understand how to get in a dog's mind. Discipline and love. Okay? My dogs can't wait for me to just touch them. I got the ear touch. I got the ear. I put my finger in my dog's ear. I call it like the grounder. I put my fingers in my dog's ear and I roll it like a Q-tip in their eardrum. I did that to all my dogs. My dogs love it. Every one of them. It's like a grounder. They want me to do it. They come to me, want me to pet them, and they lean on me, want me to plug them in their ear, and I do it. It's almost like an energy grounder. Straight up and down. It works all the time. All my dogs love it. They love it. But my dogs embody me. Then they embody the pack because the whole pack embody me. So same thing I was telling my client, like, yo, you have to just love on your dog, man. Build a relationship with the dog, man. Pay attention to what your dog is telling you. If your dog likes to go outside, take it outside more. Right? Take it outside more. Encourage it. If it's scary in certain situations, okay, well, don't force it. Okay, take your time, introduce it again. If it's still scary, take your time, introduce it again eventually, because with reps, dogs learn. Dogs learn with reps. You got to be patient. Okay, these are the things that we need to do as dog men and dog women, especially when we're dealing with dogs that are capable of doing a lot of damage to a person or an animal. Okay, that are very athletic, that can possibly overpower you. You need to instill love and socialization and obedience and discipline in them type of dogs. Do that first. Don't try to work on no bite. Don't agitate it. Don't make it mean. Love that dog. Make that dog make people see it. Oh my God. And say, why are you so scary? He ain't gonna bite you. He likes being petted. He likes or she likes kids. If you're not a threat, she or he won't bite you. He knows you're not a threat. He knows that he can kill you, but you don't pose a threat, so you can pet him. But he's so big, he looks so mean. No, he's fine. I don't make him do that anyway. I don't want to get sued if he bit you. So you go ahead and pet him. He's comfortable. She's comfortable. See, that's what my dogs are capable of, y'all. That's what I put in my lab notes when there's an on-off switch to these killers that I produce with maximum prey, maximum man drive, maximum athletic ability, and wow factor when you see it, right? When you see, like, damn, what is that? Damn, where'd you get that from? Yo, where can I get one of those? Oh, man, you got to go talk to coach, man. You got to talk to the dog guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. That's the only place you can get a dog like that, like this. You better go talk to coach, man. You know what I'm saying? He got the recipe. Hence the AK74 High Performance Bandog recipe. Okay, so be on the lookout. 2025, pay attention. If y'all want a real next level high performance working dog with wow factor and maximum prey and man drive with superior athleticism and a variant of colors for those of y'all who like colored dogs, man, you better hop on that AK74 Bandog with silver bullet and AK47. You better hop on that. You better be like my partner was, my client that, made sure he got that. Made sure, oh, coach, I need that, coach. Done. How much you want? Because I promise you, if you into dogs like I'm into dogs, okay, and like I said, look at my dogs. Go onto my Instagram. Look at my dogs. All my dogs look like top tier NFL type athletes, look like track stars. All my dogs do. So you want dogs like that, okay, that look the part and perform at a high level, genetically is built to perform at a high level. All them dogs need is a good leader, a good dog man or dog woman to lead them, a good trainer to bring out the best of what's in that dog, kind of like how coaches bring out the best of these talented players that they coach, right? That's you. That's you. If you one of them owners, but you want a dog that's going to take everything you do and maximize it in its performance, then you make sure you get one of them. Get one of them AK74 band dogs, man. You will be like, yeah, you'll be like, okay, all right, yeah, I can see why. The dog got is what he say he is. Yeah, I can see why I was ready to buy it. Before he even cooked it, I was ready to buy it. I can see why, because shit, look at the dog. Look at the recipe. Look how in-depth he is in his lab notes. Look at it. Look at the dogs. They stick out. When you see them, they stand out from the other dogs. Okay. I see a band dog here. Oh, that's cool. I see a band dog there. Oh, that's nice. But they don't look like the dog guys' band dogs. They don't look like his, though. They don't look like Coach's. Why is that? Okay. I got a band dog from this person, but then I got one from the Coach. The dog got it, and I compare them. Man, why is Coach's outperforming my other band dog? Why? Well, as we broke down the notes, right? As we looked at my lab notes and I broke it down to you, that is the reason why. The recipe is the reason why, man. The genetics is the reason why, man. Okay. Hybrid vigor is the reason why, man. So anyway, let me go ahead and answer any type of questions that's in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys paying attention. You know how I do, man. I got to get my point across first before I answer any questions. So don't think I'm ignoring you guys. I already tell y'all, I always get to y'all's questions afterwards. But I just wanted to let y'all into the lab notes, man. And I'm very, very, very proud of this recipe right here. I'm looking forward to the other offspring. I'm looking forward, like I told you, getting me a piece of that silver bullet shit. I want some of that myself. I'm sure, like I said, I'm going to get my money for that too. I'm sure I'm going to get my money for that. I'm sure I am. And then all the ones who missed out on the AR-15 band dogs, well, you get to see the ones that I got. You'll get to see that one. Because that one, unless the money is right, I ain't doing it a third time. Unless the fanfare of these ones that I got when I showcase these boys and this girls, or these couple of girls I got too, when I showcase those and everybody like, oh man, dog, what is that? That's man, that's an AR-15 and Tigers, man. That's an AR-15 High Performance Bandog. Y'all missed out on that. I did 2 breeders on that. Everybody got their pieces. I got mine. Y'all missed out on that. So let me run through the chat real quick, man. Let's see what we got here. Hey, the 6th man, man. Hey, salute to your family. Welcome back, brother. Student for Life dog training, man. Big salute to your family. You said burnt motor oil cures mange 10 out of 10 times. Man, man, I wish I would have been able to cure that shit, man. Hey, Student for Life, man, hit me up on IG. Student for Life. If you go to my profile page on YouTube, it has my link. You know what I mean? But it's the Dog God, aka the Coach, on IG. The Dog God, aka the Coach. But my link should be on my profile page on my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So you just click on there and just send me a DM, man. You know what I feel me? It's not a problem. And yeah, and real talk, Student Life said, let me put it up on a chat, on the thing up here. So Student Life says your understanding of the pack and its dynamics are high level. There's a reason why Student for Life dog training. There's a reason why. It's because I've been experimenting with it. I've been in the field with it, hands-on, blood, sweat, and dog shit with packs, multiple packs, different breeds of packs, from a 10-pack all the way down to a 2-pack. Okay. To shaping puppies from birth to having dogs that are 3 years old and they're still in the 2-pack. And they still follow the protocol that I taught them when they were born, right? So it's all through trial and error, man. But I have to do this so that I can control my yard. That's why I do it. I have to teach these dogs that I create with this type of prey drive that automatically want to get at something because it's in them to do it, right? If I don't like you, I feel motivated to get you, I'm gonna get you. It's in me, it's my drive. To understand that there's a reason why I turn the drive on and there's a reason why I turn it off. There's a reason why we might tussle, but there's a reason why we're not gonna kill each other. See what I'm saying? I teach that. So yeah, man, trial and error too, family. Trial and error, man. Student for Life says, Coach loves his dogs, but he also understands that a performance dog with 3 legs. Yeah. That's why I had to put her down, man. Let's see what else we got over here, man. T said, that's the fucking model right there. They are as advertised. Yeah, they are too. Hey, more than what is advertised. The dogs that I have, the dogs that I produce. Student for Life says, if you ever need a decoy agitator to test and train your productions without spending a small fortune, I love the opportunity to meet you and work together. Hey, man, you know what? I might have to take you up on that offer one of these days, family. If you want to go ahead and feel that pressure, you know what I mean? I might have to go ahead and take you up on that offer. My nephew said he wanted to do it too, man. But he said he don't want to take it from AK, though. He said, not AK. He said, the other dogs, I'll do it. But he said he don't want to do it with AK. He said, nah, I ain't taking a bite from him. That's funny. But nah, salute, brother. T said, I can't help but feel your dog wasn't the issue in this case. 2 dogs back to back that are timid, especially coming off a background of dogs that aren't that way. Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to give my client the benefit of the doubt because that's what we do. But 2 dogs in a row, I don't know. We got to look at the numbers, man. 2 dogs in a row that was both timid toward your energy. You know, I think, you know, it might be your energy that needs to be adjusted. You see what I'm saying? You know, it might be your energy, you know, especially him being a police officer. It just might, you know, the dog might be feeling him coming home with that energy. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it could be. So like I said, I'm going to give my client the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to take it too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that dog just, you know, I don't know. Man. It's kind of odd. Just it's odd, man, because none of the other dogs was that way. And not only that, he didn't leave my house to him that way, man. He was confident. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing timid about that dog. So anyway, I'm glad that he gave him to somebody who wanted him. You know, one of his friends really wanted him. So I hope that he got a really good dog because I know the ones that I got is freaking superb. Superb, my brother. She said, but I've been preaching this. A dog that loves you will do anything you ask of it. It understands the commands, right? Yep. You'll never see an unhappy dog working. Facts. Relationships, man. That's why they are best friends. Man's best friend is a relationship. They really respect the relationship that they have with us. So if you tap into your dog's psyche, it should be no problem. You know, but you got to tap into your dog's psyche, though. You have to. Brother Eli, big salute to you. I got to go back to hear the beginning. Yep, you definitely do, man. You definitely do. Okay, T says, hey, coach, how do you feel about having a certain look in mind when breeding band dogs? I feel having an end goal is important both visually and performance-wise, and want to know how you feel about it. Hey, good question. Okay, so I do have a vision of what I expect the dogs to look like when I cook up the parents. However, like I told y'all, I like variance. I like a variance because I like to see what the genetic like the genes that I have, that I've paid money for, that I really, really, really want to see, whether it come deep in the back or come from the front or come from the mom or the dad. I want to see that. So I don't want to see every dog looking the same. Me. This is me. I want to see a variant because I would love to see more freak of natures, right? I would love to say, damn it, man, I got 3 freaks of natures out of that breeding. 3 dogs that blew my mind and also blew my consumer's mind when they got it. I want to see multiple dogs that come out blowing my mind and that are different from each other. See what I'm saying? However, the common theme for my dogs is I want to see angulation. I want to see some type of, decent shoulder. I like shoulders, right? I need some shoulder. I need to see some rear end, right? I like to see rear end. I like tuck. I like the tuck in the stomach. I like a deep rib cage. You see what I'm saying? I like a well-structured, stout, not necessarily bully type, but stout dog. I don't really care for real narrow type dogs. I want a stout dog with a good foundation, front to rear. I like leg, depending on which type of dog it is. I like a little bit of leg on them. You know what I mean? I like thick bone, real dense bone. I like to see that too. You know what I mean? I like a little variance in the spread of the chest. Okay. I like a little bit of, I don't need them to be straight up and down. I like a little bit of flair. You know what I'm saying? Like a sports car got a little bit of flair. I like my dogs to have a little bit of flair in the chest. You know what I'm saying? As far as angulation goes. You feel me? Like I like those type of aesthetics. I like a nice head piece, whether it be a broad skull head or an overall head where the mouth and the top part of the head piece. I like an overall nice big head piece too on dogs. So it varies, but the variance is really what I'm looking for. As long as it looks good, I'll take a variant. If that makes sense. Okay, and T says, I do arm security, and I know sometimes my corsos doesn't respond well to my intensity, especially coming off of work. There you go. There you go. So imagine my customer being a police officer coming home from the beat. You know how stressful that is. So that dog can, I'm sure the dog can sense that. You coming home stressed out a little bit. The dog might kind of like, I don't know, Dad. I'm feeling some type of tense. You're feeling a little bit intense, Dad. You know what I mean? You're feeling kind of angry. Are you mad at me? So that could play. I'm not sure, but it could. Eli says, have you ever gone into detail about the tight lips? I really dislike the mastiff drool slobbering everywhere. Your Bandog's lips look tight too, so they aren't drooling so much. Yeah. These mastiff ones that I got though, they kind of have, the Roman times prima donna. They kind of got that a little bit. Them dogs is fucking still barking out there. My dog's over here barking, man. I'm about to bust some ass and shit. So, god damn, they're over here barking. Oh, sorry, I was getting distracted by these dogs over here. So yeah, some of them got it. Not they don't have a lot of drool though. They don't have a lot of drool, but some of them do got it though. Be honest with you, but they don't. As far as some of them do have that droopy lip, but they don't have the drool though. But I like a tight lip dog too. I do. I'm like you. I like a tight lip dog. Okay, let me ask you one more question, man. I gotta check on these damn dogs. They're pissing me off right now. My opinion on it looking the same way is a look thing. Yep, it is a look thing. I agree with you on that. Like if I've been producing bully type dogs that are 33 inches tall, you're going to be able to look at my dog and know it's bred by me. Yeah. So you got your own signature look. Exactly. And same thing with me. You'll know my dog. Like for example, if it's an AK74 Bandog, you're gonna know that look. That's an AK74 type Bandog. Even though there's variants, you're gonna know that look because it's got a similar look to AK. You see what I'm saying? So you'll know that look. But let me give y'all a shout out, man. Let me check on these dogs, man. They pissing me off and shit. But let me give everybody a shout out before we head out, man. Doricio, big salute to you, man. T, man, big salute to you. Thank you for showing up, family. Much love and respect. Appreciate all your questions too, man. OJ, man, big salute to your family. Thank you for showing up, brother. Double D, man, what up, family? Thank you for showing up. Showing up, I appreciate your support, man. I really do, man. Much love and respect. The sixth man, big salute to your family. Thank you for showing up again, brother. Student for life, dog training, man. Hit me up on the gram, man. Hit me up on the gram. Love to talk with you. Let's see what else we got here. Eli, brother Eli, big salute to your family. Bill, big salute to you, man. Much love and respect. Okay, you guys, man. Let me wrap this up, man. See what's going on outside, man. These dogs are here breaking up my concentration. But anyway, man, we'll chop it up again next Thursday. I appreciate you guys showing up, man. Listening to this AK74 Bandog recipe, high performance Bandog recipe, man. You know how we do, man. We're just cooking it up, man. Hopefully you guys learned something, man. But I appreciate y'all. Love y'all and respect y'all. Until next Thursday, man. I'll see y'all then. I'm out.